about the types of networks. Depending on the geographical area covered by a network, there are various types of computer networks used worldwide, which are as follows. Personal Area Network, PAN. PAN is a computer network that covers a small area of about 10 meters, about 30 feet. It is used for communication among devices such as laptops, mobile phones, PDA, or smartphones. Personal area networks can either be wired or wireless. You can use these networks to transfer files including emails, calendar appointments, digital photos, and music. Local Area Network, LAN. In LAN, two or more computers and peripheral devices are connected within a small area, such as room or office building. In Local Area Network, computer terminals are physically connected with wires. The data transmission speed is fast as compared to WAN. Since LAN is operated in a small area, it can be controlled and administered by a single person or an organization. Cluster Area Network, CAN. CAN, also known as Campus Area Network, is a network comprising a series of small LANs over a small geographical area, such as college campus. This network covers an area smaller than MAN. Metropolitan Area Network, MAN. MAN is a larger network than LAN. It is spread across a city. Since it covers an area of few hundred kilometers in a city, it is called Metropolitan Area Network. The most common example of MAN-type network is the cable television, branches of a local bank in a city, etc. Wide Area Network, WAN. This kind of network connects two or more computers located at distant places. They are linked by communication facilities like telecommunication or satellite signals. The most common example of WAN-type network is the telecommunication system. The usage of WAN is limited to a very large organizations and government agencies. The main characteristics of WAN is that it requires a public telecommunication media to transfer data. The best examples of WAN are Internet and intranet in a large multinational company, ATM facility, national and multinational bank customer services. Now let us understand about the networking devices. Networking devices are the hardware devices used to connect computers or other electronic devices together in order to share files or resources like printers or fax machines. These devices work at different segments of a computer network, performing different tasks. Modem. A modem enables you to connect your computer to the available internet connection over the existing telephone lines. It converts the digital signals of a computer into analog signals to enable their transmission via phone lines. At the destination, the receiving modem further converts the analog signal into digital signals, so that the data can be understood at the receiving end. Modems are available in two categories, internal modem and external modem. Internal modem comes as a separate part that is installed on the PCI, Peripheral Component Interconnect, slots available on the motherboard. An external modem is connected externally to a computer. Hub. A hub is a networking device that is used to connect multiple computers and computing devices directly to the network by using cables. Each connection is called a port. The connections are established using a fiber optic cable. When the hub receives data at one of its ports, it distributes the data to the other ports in the network. Typically, a hub sends all the data it receives to all the connected ports. Switch. Switches contain many ports to connect different network segments. They are similar to hubs but offer greater performance. When a network contains a large number of devices, switches are needed instead of hubs to maintain the speed of the communication between devices. Unlike hub, a switch is aware of the addresses assigned to each of its ports and sends the incoming data it receives only to the intended port. Repeater. A repeater is a communication device used to regenerate a signal. It receives electronic signals, cleans them, and transmits them. Signals tend to distort when transmitted over long distances. Repeaters are needed so that the signals can travel longer distances with the same strength or even at a higher power. Router. A router is a communication device that is used to connect two different networks, such as two LANs or a LAN and a WAN. It plays a vital role in controlling the traffic and keeping the network efficient. It chooses the best route for the data packets to be transmitted at the receiver's end. Now let us talk about the network architecture. Network architecture is an overall design of a computer network that describes how a computer network is configured and what strategies are being used. Computer networks are of two types, which are as follows: client-server network and peer-to-peer network. It is a network where several computers called clients or workstations are connected to the main computer called the server. A server is a computer that provides services to clients and controls access to hardware, software, and other resources. Clients are the computers which request services like data retrieval, storage, etc. from the server. Peer-to-peer network. Peer-to-peer is a network where a few computers having equal capacity and capabilities are connected together to use the resources available on the network. In peer-to-peer network, there is no central server. Instead, each computer can act as a server as well as a client. Network security. Network security means protecting data and resources from any unauthorized access. It is the most important aspect in computer networking. Since many users are accessing the same data, so we must ensure its proper security. Only authorized persons can access or modify data. Consider the following points that may happen in any organization. Some employees may try to change the data concerning their leave records, salaries, performance appraisals, etc. Accidental deletion of important data. Former employees or some other people may try to harm the company's data. People outside the company may try to access confidential data. There are two general levels of network security. Login security. You are given a unique login name and password. Rights security. Based upon your username, you are given rights like read-only access or read-write access or no access at all. A combination of rights can also be granted